Spencer in chilling tones. "Well, it guaranteed the succession, but I'd hardly call that particular episode a policy decision." "Ending World War I not a policy decision," said Adam. "I was thinking of the armistice. It was signed in a railway carriage in France, wasn't it?" "Oh, that. Indeed," said the old man, more red-faced than usual. "I thought you were referring to an incident in the courtship of the present Prince of Wales." Blushing, Adam returned to the subject of his immediate concern. "I'm in a bit of a funk over this list," he admitted. "It's quite a solemn responsibility." Sir Spencer's attention strayed back to page 3 of his newspaper. "Well, just make a little cross beside the names that you select," he said. "I'll back you up. There'll be no whining from the rest, you know. They're British, aren't they?" "Well, actually, I believe we have to include 50 Americans." "Yes, but you don't have to choose them. Their ambassador will do that. Get on with it. Who have you got so far?" "Director General of the Forestry Commission, the Regius Keeper of the Royal Botanic Gardens, the Chairman of the Bank of Scotland and the Royal Bank of Scotland, the Lord Provost of Edinburgh." Sir Spencer was not impressed. "Those are the easy ones," he said with a smirk. Adam nodded in agreement. "I know. It's the others that I feel for, those who have only one chance." Mrs. Drury had been making a great show of attending to the tea service so as not to be thought eavesdropping, but this last declaration had rendered all pretence of disinterest useless. "Excuse me, I'm sure," she said, straining for a peek at the document. "But about your list there, oughtn't you to put in a lot of doctors and nurses?" Adam frowned. "Well, we have a couple of surgeons, of course, and 2 veterinary surgeons, but nurses?" The tea lady nodded. "It seems to me that medical folk, and firemen, now that I think of it, are the sort of people that ought to have first place in the fallout shelters. Not bankers." She sniffed at the impracticality of bureaucrats. Adam was at sea. "I'm sorry," he stammered. "Fallout shelters?" Mrs. Drury pointed to his list. "Aye, you've been talking about your grave responsibility of deciding who should be included. What else could it be?" "Something even more momentous," said Sir Spencer solemnly. "We are determining who shall be asked to the Queen's garden party in Edinburgh." Mrs. Drury shook her head. "Fallout shelters is easier. Them that gets left out won't be around to argue with you." With that pronouncement, she pushed the tea cart toward the door, leaving them to their task. Several minutes later, Adam McIver stopped in mid-check mark as he noticed the next name on the list. "Hello," he cried. "Cameron Dawson. I was in school with him." Sir Spencer grunted. "What's he down for?" Adam consulted the biographical sheet. "It says here that he's a marine biologist, doctorate from Edinburgh. Areas of specialisation, something, something. Papers in... Oh, here we go. Remember when we had that epidemic among seals in the North Sea? We were afraid they were all dying of pollution." "Vaguely," said Sir Spencer, who preferred horses to seals. "It turned out they had distemper. One of them had been bitten by a dog on a beach somewhere. Apparently Cameron Dawson was one of the people who discovered what disease the seals had, and he worked to control the epidemic. Imagine that! Old Cameron, a medical hero." "Excellent, McIver. Send him an invitation. You'll get no end of gratitude from your school chum, and it'll go down well with the Duke of Edinburgh, because he's chairman of the World Wildlife Fund." He waved the last Bath Oliver biscuit at McIver. "Send Dr. Dawson to Her Majesty's Scottish garden party. Kill 2 birds with 1 scone." Cameron Dawson frowned at the official-looking ivory envelope, fearing the worst. His younger brother Ian, who had joined him for tea in the garden, was helping himself to a scone and clotted cream. One of the nice things about being home from college for the